My name is Arica Angelo, and I'm a dating and relationship expert, so I help people find love. So when I'm working with singles, it's typically men who are in a position where they've been single for a while, and whether they've been in bad relationships or they just can't seem to find the right one, I'm the expert that they come to help them find that right girl and to make sure that they're the right man to meet the right girl. What makes me good at what I do is I've always been really passionate about love. I grew up with parents who were ministers and they were always working with relationships. And so I grew up in a culture of, love and relationships and the importance of them and how to facilitate them and make them work. And so I've always been obsessed with love and helping people find love. It was just something as a little girl, it was just always ingrained into me. And so I found myself, I got married super young, thinking that I was madly in love, and realized, as I grew into myself, that it wasn't really that and that I wanted a different life. And so my husband and I divorced after 7 years of marriage, and then I found myself single again, and lo and behold, it was a life-changing experience. I went from being married to out in a new area. I had completely moved away from my state that I had been brought up in, went to a whole new state, only knew a handful of people, and immersed myself into dating. And it was life-changing, and it's really what brought me to the place that I'm in today. It's just going out there and doing it and learning as I went after it. And in the process of that, I really found myself and what mattered to me. And that's what I'm able to give to people. It's not that I've just studied books and I have these theories of what textually works, but I've gone out and I've done it and I've experienced it and I found out what works and what doesn't work. So my process looks like this. Typically my clients are coming to me because they either want to find love or they want to get out of the bad dating habits that they have, one or the other. And so when they come to me, the first thing I want to work on is the opposite of what they're expecting. They're ready for me to give them tidbits of when do I kiss her, when do I text message her, what do I say on the date, and that's not the way I start. Ultimately, everyone thinks it's about the other person, but really, you're powerful in your dating, and your dating starts with you. And so that's what I do with my clients, is I really start with them, and I ask them, about their history. Like, we all come from a foundation of love, whether it's a good foundation or a broken foundation. And so I understand that, because if I just teach them dating tips, then I'm working at the tip top of the house. But if they have a broken foundation, we're gonna have big problems in the future. So for me as a dating coach, it's really important for me to go to that foundation. What are their beliefs about love? What are their beliefs about themselves? What are their beliefs about them and love as a whole? And so we really spend time figuring that out. And then once I understand what's going on there, I actually introduce them into the truth. A lot of times people will come from homes where they're broken and their parents call them unlovable and things like that. And so I bring them back to the truth and show them why they're valuable, why they're lovable, and why someone else is gonna wanna be attracted to them and wanna be in a loving relationship with them. From there, it goes into the practical side. You can be an amazing person, but at the end of the day, people do judge books by their covers. And so we get into the practicality of wardrobe, their physical stature. If they're overweight, then I want to get them on a diet. I want to get that body in order. Hair, I want to get them up to date with what's going on in fashion, their look. So we work on that. And then the dating apps. I'm really big about my clients being on online dating apps. So looking at their profile, seeing what they're saying, and seeing what kind of girls they're gravitating towards. If they're going after girls that have a really negative vibe to them, then I want to reel that back in and go, hey, your focus is in the wrong direction. Let's look towards women like this. And so from there, once the women start coming through, then I carry them through that. What does a date need to look like? Where do they need to take them? How does the conversation need to go? What do they need to wear for the date? And how do they really analyze whether or not they want to go on another date with that woman, and how do we carry that through? My coaching is very one-on-one. When I'm coaching in person, it's me sitting in a room with them with nobody else around, and we're going into it. We're digging deep, we're finding the answers, and we're creating the solution. So it's very powerful, it's very hands-on, and that's how I do it. I also have a membership website that's less hands-on, but these guys are able to really get the information that I'm providing at their fingertips and in a digital way where they can see it on their phone. If you're tired of just trying to figure this out on your own, and you're like, I need an expert. I want someone who's just gonna make this easy for me. How do I do it, Erica? Make it easy for me. you can go to my website. It's aricaangelo.com, A-R-I-C-A Angelo.com. And when you get to my page, you'll see a sign up. Sign up because guess what? You're gonna get tons of free information that's gonna really simplify your dating life. It's really gonna give you some strategy, things that you've been doing wrong that you haven't even been aware of, and you're wondering why all these women keep saying no. It's time that you get women that want to say yes to you. So sign up for those, get those answers, and let's get you on the journey. Let's get you moving forward, finding that woman that really wants to meet you, that really wants to be with you. Get to your yes.